Have you ever felt an unshakable sense that there's more to reality than meets the eye? What if science could explain the very organ that ancient traditions call the seat of intuition, the third eye? Today, we're diving deep into the neuroscience behind this mysterious concept and what modern research reveals about its power. Imagine a single point deep within your brain. It's small, pine-cone-shaped, and rests in a privileged position nestled securely between the two hemispheres, directly behind the space between your eyebrows. Unlike most brain structures which come in pairs, this one is singular, sitting alone at the geometric center of your skull. This unique anatomy has long suggested a special, centralized role in our consciousness. For thousands of years, this very spot has been revered across cultures. In Hindu traditions, it's the Ajna chakra, the third eye. In ancient Egypt, it was symbolized by the Eye of Horus. Taoist teachings describe it as a gateway to inner realms and higher consciousness. These diverse traditions, separated by geography and time, all point to the same concept: an inner eye, a source of intuition and spiritual illumination. Modern science has its own name for this enigmatic structure: the pineal gland. Its name comes from the Latin word pinea, for pine cone, a direct acknowledgement of the shape that ancient traditions also held sacred. For a long time, it was dismissed as a vestigial remnant of evolution, but we now know its role is absolutely crucial. Though only the size of a grain of rice, the pineal gland is a master regulator of our inner world. Its primary function is producing melatonin, the hormone governing our sleep-wake cycles. As darkness falls, the pineal gland signals the body to rest. When light returns, production ceases. This daily rhythm, our circadian clock, doesn't just control sleep. It deeply influences our mood, energy levels, and even our immune system. But how does a gland buried deep inside the brain know if it's light or dark? It receives information directly from our eyes through a dedicated neural pathway, making it uniquely photosensitive. This is a direct link to our evolutionary past. In some reptiles, like the tuatara, this structure exists as a literal, light-detecting third eye on their head. In humans, it no longer sees images, but it retains this fundamental ability to perceive light, acting as the body's master clock. In humans, the pineal gland is intricately connected to brain regions governing awareness and perception. This is where science and spirituality begin to converge. The 17th century philosopher René Descartes famously called the pineal gland the principal seat of the soul, believing its central location made it the perfect bridge between the mind and body. Could this ancient intuition, echoed by a founder of modern philosophy, be pointing to a biological reality? Today, researchers are exploring these connections with new tools. Controversial theories suggest the gland may produce powerful psychoactive compounds like DMT, potentially explaining mystical experiences. Other studies examine how modern life can lead to calcification of the gland, impairing its function. This raises a powerful question. Could practices like meditation, which enhance our inner knowing, be physiologically improving the health of our pineal gland, our very own third eye? Researchers believe its unique chemistry may also be tied to altered states of consciousness, the kind experienced in deep meditation, lucid dreaming, or intense spiritual moments. Some studies suggest the pineal gland may produce trace amounts of dimethyltryptamine, or DMT, a naturally occurring psychedelic compound. Although research is still emerging, the theory is that during extraordinary states, the pineal gland could release chemicals that shift our perception of reality. It's like the brain flips a switch, allowing us to process experiences beyond our usual sensory limits. Ancient cultures were onto something profound. In Hinduism, the third eye is the Ajna chakra, the sixth energy center located between the eyebrows. It's considered the command center of intellect and intuition, a gateway to higher consciousness. When this chakra is balanced, it's said to grant insight beyond ordinary sight, a deep, intuitive knowing that transcends logic, allowing us to perceive the subtle interconnectedness of the universe. This concept echoes powerfully in Buddhism, where the urna, a dot on the forehead of enlightened beings, symbolizes the eye of consciousness. This isn't a physical eye, but a representation of the ability to see the world as it truly is, free from the illusions that cause suffering. This spiritual awakening, this state of ultimate clarity, is the very essence of the path to enlightenment. Perhaps the most startling parallel comes from ancient Egypt. The iconic Eye of Horus, a symbol of protection and power, bears an uncanny resemblance to a cross-section of the human brain, with its components aligning almost perfectly with the thalamus, and most notably, the pineal gland. These aren't just isolated myths. This cross-cultural pattern points to a deep, shared human awareness of this special point within the brain, long before modern neuroscience could confirm its physical existence. So what does modern science say? Let's ground ourselves in biological reality. The pineal gland isn't a magical portal, but a tangible, pea-sized endocrine gland deep in the brain's center. Its primary, verified function is producing melatonin, the hormone governing our circadian rhythms, our sleep-wake cycles. It's our body's master clock, responding to light and darkness to connect us to the natural cycles of the planet. But what makes the pineal gland extraordinary is how it bridges our physical and mental worlds. It also produces other neurochemicals, like DMT, a psychedelic some theorize could be linked to dreams and spiritual experiences. This is where ancient wisdom and the modern quest converge. Scientists now explore how practices like deep meditation or breathwork might influence the pineal gland's activity. Could these techniques be a way to consciously modulate our neurochemistry, tapping into the states of heightened awareness described for centuries? It's a modern investigation into ancient wisdom, inviting us to explore the uncharted territory of our own consciousness. If you want to activate your third eye in a scientifically grounded way, the first step is surprisingly simple: exposure to natural light. Our bodies evolved under the sun, and the pineal gland is exquisitely tuned to its cycles. Getting direct sunlight, especially within the first hour of waking, sends a powerful signal to your brain. This morning light is rich in specific wavelengths that set your body's master clock, which in turn governs the pineal gland's rhythm for the day. This simple act reinforces the natural cycle of alertness and rest, ensuring your pineal gland can do its job effectively when night falls. Next, turn your attention inward with mindfulness and meditation. This isn't just relaxation, it's mental training with profound neurological effects. MRI studies reveal consistent practice literally reshapes the brain through neuroplasticity, increasing gray matter in the prefrontal cortex, our hub of self-awareness. As you practice, you strengthen your ability to focus and quiet the brain's default mode network, the part responsible for mind wandering. By dampening this internal noise, you create the mental space for deeper insights and intuition to emerge, a state many traditions associate with an awakened third eye. And of course, this leads to the crucial role of sleep hygiene. The pineal gland's primary function is producing melatonin, the hormone of darkness. To optimize this, a consistent sleep schedule is key. But in our modern world, the biggest challenge is artificial light. The blue light from our screens is particularly disruptive, tricking the pineal gland into thinking it's still daytime and suppressing melatonin release. Create a sanctuary for sleep. Dim the lights, turn off screens an hour before bed, and embrace the darkness your pineal gland craves. This nightly ritual is essential for cellular repair and allowing the gland to function as nature intended. The truth is, the third eye isn't a choice between mystical symbolism or cold science. It's a profound intersection of both. It's a powerful metaphor ancient traditions developed to describe the very real biological experiences governed by our inner brain structures. Our biology and consciousness are inseparably linked. So the next time you close your eyes to meditate, remember what's happening neurologically. You're not just relaxing. You are actively engaging with one of the brain's oldest, most mysterious structures. You are tuning an ancient biological instrument, consciously participating in the regulation of your own awareness. You are peeling back the layers of ordinary thought to peek through the window between the physical world we see and the infinite potential that lies within. As neuroscience continues to map our inner cosmos, the line between ancient wisdom and modern discovery grows ever thinner, promising a future where we understand the very mechanisms of intuition, insight, and consciousness itself.